Hi there. Welcome to Q&A time. Oh boy. It's been, what, like almost a year since my last Q&A time? So, God, time really flies by fast, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to say sorry about this, very inconsistent, video releases on this topic. But not topic, but this, little sub-series that I'm doing. But it's just that the last Q&A time I did, back in, June of 2020, I didn't get that many comments or questions, and I was a little bit afraid that I wouldn't be able to continue this series because, well, I need questions, and I wasn't getting most of that, if at all. But ever since I hit 1,000 subscribers and was able to use community posts, and when I made my little post on the topic, I got a lot of questions. So now we can finally return to this Q&A time series. Now, I don't particularly have that many stuff to talk about, but as always, whatever questions I am able to answer, they will be answered. And then, as always, please leave your questions down in the comments below for the next video. Alright, question 1 from Star Wars fan. What is your favorite anime? If it was 2014, I would probably say Attack on Titan was my favorite anime, but I've kind of been dropping off on the series since 2017, The second season came so late, and at that point I was already out of it, not to mention that some of the stuff I read about the manga was not particularly good. And from what I've heard, the series finale was kind of a mess, so it's kind of sad that I jumped off that train after a while, but not everything sticks, But if I had to, say what my favorite anime is, man, that's really tough, I watched Death Note, I watched Ghost in the Shell, but I would have to say Death Note, because I just like the whole conflict. I like the whole conflict. I like the whole conflict between Light and L throughout that whole series. So, there you go. Robot with Sean, what music genre you messing with? I would love to know that myself. I didn't know that I was messing with any music genre, but I'm guessing what he actually means is, what music genre do I like to listen to? And I don't know, it depends, but if I have to go with the one that I like to listen to the most, it would be somber piano, because, of course, I would like something that's sad. Because my whole life is sad. Chad Wayne Williams asks, which SCP is your favorite? Oh god, there's a bunch of them. I think my favorite would have to go to SCP-096, because the thought that you have this, creature that never likes to be looked at, but if you somehow did, and it starts to freak out, that there's just no way you'll ever, get out of it. It doesn't matter if you're on the moon, it doesn't matter if you're underwater, it doesn't matter if you're on the air, he'll always find a way to get to you. That's fucking scary, especially if that picture ever got out to the press. That would be a complete genocide by the SCP. So I would have to say 096 is my favorite, but I got a few that I like as well, but I ain't gonna list all of those in here. Luigi for Life asks, what battles did you play Jeff the Killer in? Well, there was my battle, obviously, with Jeff the Killer versus Jane the Killer. There was Justin's battle with the same people, and then there was the one he made with Jeff the Killer versus Purple Guy, and then the last one was Jeff the Killer versus Slenderman. So, yeah, if you all thought that me saying I was typecasted as Jeff the Killer was an over-exaggeration. It wasn't, because for some reason I just kept getting those roles, even though I was absolutely sick and tired of playing that character. GC, what's your least favorite song? I'll tell you what song I really fucking hate, and it's the one that my sister loves to just torture me with. And it goes a little bit something like, "Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so fucking kill me." There. Does that answer your question? Hannibal Mendez. Any shows you like that are underrated? It's actually great that you brought this up, because I just discovered a show that I've seen since I was like 5 years old and completely forgot about it till now. It was this Spider-Man show that was airing on MTV back in 2003 called the New Animated Series. And I remember seeing that a long time ago, but can never really like figure out what it was until I found the intro. I watched it and I was in complete and utter shock. I was like, holy shit, I've seen this before. And so I started searching it on YouTube, and I found out they got the whole library of episodes, only 13 of them, because unfortunately it didn't take off after the first season, which is a real damn shame. But what's funny is that there is actually a group of people on YouTube right now that are planning to make their own second season of the show. I think the channel was called TNAS Continued. I saw a bit of what they had and I was like, wow, I can't believe somebody's actually going through the trouble to make this second season possible. But yeah, I came across the show and God, like, it was like you open up that blank part of your mind after so long. It was almost like a fever dream, you know. You know how you have one of those like cartoon shows that you've seen and that you just assume that it was some sort of really wacky ass fever dream until you find out it was actually real? Yeah, that's how I was when I found Spider-Man the New Animated Series. And you know, for a Spider-Man show, I don't want to get too deep into it, but for a Spider-Man show, it was fucking dark as shit. I was shocked at just how violent it got. Like, me and my mom talked about this, and she said to me that back in the day, she didn't want me to watch that show because it was a little bit too adult for me. And after seeing a little bit of those clips, I was like, wow, she was absolutely right, because holy goddamn hell, that show was absolutely not for kids. That's the show that I think is criminally underrated, and I really wish it went on longer than it did. What is your favorite and least favorite movie of all time? I don't really have a... Actually, no, I do have a most favorite. You know, 2 years ago, I saw Joker, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but I thought it was like incredible with what they did with the character. Like, it was an idea that you think would never work, and yet somehow it did. And it was just amazing. Like, every minute of it was very captivating to watch, even, you know, if you don't get to see him actually do a lot of Joker things. But you know what? That's what they were going for, and I think they were all the better for it. As for my least favorite movie of all time, I watched that one Fantastic Four movie 5 years ago, and yeah, we don't really talk about that one. Sniper Jacob, what's your favorite rap out by B-Lo so far out of the 16? Out of the 16 what? I don't know what he's primarily talking about. You mean 16 of this year? I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. Anyways, what's your favorite rap battle by B-Lo so far out of 16? I wouldn't know, because I haven't seen any of them. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put both of these questions into one because it's kind of the same thing. Rap Battle Lover asks, what underrated character you want to see in a rap battle? Anthony asks, characters you love to see in ERB. Also, favorite Cartoon Network shows. Let's get to the Cartoon Network shows first. Teen Titans. Not the fucking Teen Titans Go. Fuck that one. The OG Teen Titans. That was some art. And you cannot tell me otherwise. If you try to tell me otherwise, please, just go. Just get out of here. I don't want you here. As for characters I would love to see in an ERB, I don't really care. I honestly don't care what they're doing anymore. I haven't watched ERB in a while, and I don't really plan on watching any more of their stuff because I'm not obsessed with these guys. I think we all need to understand this. I'm not obsessed with ERB. I'm far from it, actually. I'm really starting to fall out of the whole community anyway. So I don't really care what they have, what they bring in, and what underrated character that gets seen in a family rap battle. But I just really don't care. The maniac called Aaron. How did you make your beard so amazing? You mean this piece of shit? I would not call it amazing. Look how bushy it is. It's just yeah, I wouldn't call this appealing. It's like I got a bunch of pubes on my face. 5 questions time by Venom24. Fuck me. What's your favorite food? I'm an Italian, so of course I would like meatballs, pizza, spaghetti, and all that other stuff. Oh, and chicken. Because that's kind of all I eat these days. 3. Do you know the way? You do not know the way. Do you know the way? 4. What is your favorite line from a rap battle? I wear a black belt on the beard that I grow on my dick! That's my dad's favorite too. What's your favorite YouTuber? I don't have a favorite YouTuber. I don't have one that I watch extensively. I subscribe to whoever has the great content and I watch. That's really it. Also, do not look behind you. Omega 63, worst battle you reviewed. Hey, I don't really have a battle I hate per se, nor is there one that I consider the worst. Actually, no, I definitely have one that's the worst, but oh man, I could scroll through it now. So this might take me a while, but if I had to choose the one that I thought was absolutely awful, I would have to go with Gordon Ramsay versus Simon. That was a train wreck, and honestly, it should have not been released in that state. Nintendo, Sega, Sony, or Microsoft. No personal favorites, but, well, I do have a preferred console, if it wasn't obvious enough, so if that's a good enough answer. Favorite song? Best year of the 2010s. Honestly, who the hell ranks their years? I honestly don't get that. But if I have to choose a year that I thought was the best in my life, I guess 2012. I wouldn't know because I don't pay attention to that shit. I honestly really don't get why these kinds of questions exist. They're not questions that you guys give me, but just generally speaking, why do these things exist? And lastly, can you please rank all Spider-Man films, including Venom? Not in this video, but you do give me an idea for another one. Thank you very much. I now got content to make, because man have I been swamped. But anyways, that's all the questions I have. Once again, I'm sorry this took so long, but as always, if I'm not giving questions, I can't continue this series. So As always, leave your questions down below and they'll probably be answered in the next video. Again, I can't guarantee that I will look at every question, just the ones that I do have answers to, so I hope you don't take that personally. And yeah, that's really it. So thank you all for watching, and don't let the bed bugs bite. I'm not good at these intros, okay? Fuck you.